Today, let's talk about how to migrate your host and workload to Nutanix AHV using Cirrus Migrate Cloud. First, if you don't already know, Cirrus Migrate Cloud is a patented solution created to help customers move data from anywhere to anywhere with intelligently minimized workload disruption. Compute migration is a migration feature specifically designed to migrate not just your data, but also your entire operating system and applications from one platform to another. And today, we will demonstrate migrating from VMware to Nutanix AHV. Let's walk through how CMC does it. First, we will deploy Cirrus Migrate Cloud on your Linux or Windows hosts. This host can be a physical server or a virtual machine from any hypervisor, no matter it is on-premises or cloud. And our source can be any block storage, including RDM or other storage directly attached to the VM, which does not rely on VMware snapshot capabilities. Next, Cirrus Data Cloud will use its Nutanix AHV integration to create a new virtual machine and start your live migration non-disruptively. CMC will also prepare your compute network storage environment and all other necessary remediation steps automatically for you. When you are ready to cut over, since CMC has already kept your data synchronized in Nutanix, all we need is to shut down the source and power up the VM in Nutanix. Let's see this in action. First, go to Cirrus Data Cloud and deploy Cirrus Migrate Cloud on your host. Copy and paste the Windows or Linux installation command in the shell, and CMC will install and register to Cirrus Data Cloud all by itself. Next, we will set up our Nutanix AHV integration. Once we have CMC installed and the integration set up, we are ready to migrate. Normally, we will come here to create migration sessions manually, but with Cirrus Data's Data Mobility as Code automation platform, MigrateOps, we will be able to set up our operation and complete all tasks with just one click. MigrateOps is a purpose-built data mobility as code automation platform that is designed to make data migration at enterprise scale easier, safer, and more predictable. Next, let's create our migration operation. Click on Start New Operation, and this will open up an editor window where we can enter the configuration. Like many other industry-standard automation tools, this configuration is in YAML syntax. You are recommended to build the configuration with usual coding practices, but you can also create this using our configuration builder in the Cirrus Data Cloud UI. After selecting a recipe, all configuration fields related to that recipe will appear. For this demo, we already have a YAML file prepared. We are providing the operation name, our recipe for Nutanix AHV, system name, integration name, the access node, destination configuration, network settings, and the IQ OS level, which is a purpose-built feature that intelligently minimizes the impact of migration, allowing CMC to migrate as fast as possible without impacting production I/O. Optionally, we can also customize the cutover actions. Say before we cut over and we want a consistent image, we will have to stop the application and a lot more that we can do just by looking at this. Or we can even put in a shell command to perform various actions. However, we don't need to do that for demo since we can opt for the default options. Now this should be ready. Note that this is just for one host. You can add as many hosts as you want into your configuration. But for now, let's keep it simple and submit this configuration for this demo. Let's paste this into the configuration editor window and create the operation. Unless the scheduled start time field is specified in the configuration, the operation will start right away. Let's do that. The operation will now execute and proceed. You can monitor the progress of all tasks with the detailed messages. The access node is identified, the AHV cluster is prepared, and all necessary configurations are automatically set up. A temporary MigrateOps VM is created, and these are all automated. The Nutanix VM is deployed and registered with Cirrus Data Cloud. A secure data transfer connection is established, and the destination virtual disk storage is prepared. A migration session is created, and data is synchronizing. Both the OS and data drives are migrating to Nutanix. The progress can be tracked in real time, showing live migration performance and the thin data ratio. All tasks, from creating volume disks to attaching them to VMs, are handled automatically by MigrateOps. Moving on, we can see that a step with the label Approval Required shows up. Critical tasks such as a migration cutover in a MigrateOps recipe require user approval before execution. In this case, approval is required. Or you can also set up a future approval window to precisely control the time of cutover. Let's go ahead and approve the task. The operation has now continued to proceed with cutover. The VM is reconfigured, powered off, adjusted, and powered back on automatically. The migration operation is now complete, and the VM is fully functional on Nutanix AHV. Detailed migration reports are generated, providing all the information needed for review and validation. This automation ensures a seamless, efficient, and reliable migration process with minimal downtime. We have also received the completed migration operation email notification. Now let's head back to Nutanix AHV to validate it. From the VM list, all the MigrateOps generated VMs and volumes for migration are cleaned up. It is automatically powered off in VMware, and it is now running on Nutanix with the same 8 GB memory and 4 CPU. Let's also launch the console. This has booted up properly. From the system information, we can see that the same Windows server is running on Nutanix AHV. From the disk management, all drives are replicated, and this is a Nutanix virtual disk device. From the device manager, it has automatically removed the original LSI controllers for VMware, and it has installed the Nutanix Virtual I/O Pass-Through Controller. And all the necessary Nutanix virtual drivers are installed. All these tasks are done automatically with MigrateOps. Let's have a quick summary of what we did. First, we installed CMC on our host and set up the Nutanix AHV integration. Remember, our source can be any block storage, including RDM or other storage directly attached to the VM, which does not rely on VMware snapshot capabilities. We then proceeded to create a migration operation configuration in YAML syntax. Once the operation has started, all the necessary migration and cutover tasks were automatically completed upon confirmation. This is how you migrate to Nutanix AHV with Cirrus Migrate Cloud.
If you would like to use more advanced features, such as zero downtime cutover, please check out other video demos on our YouTube channel or visit our customer center for the most updated KB articles available on this topic.